My name is Freeman H. Houston. I have exited the program as of June the 8th of 2024. So I currently have been hired as a case manager for the midnightmission. Me growing up as a child, it was more or less my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, who reared me. Because my mother had me when she was 13 and a half to 14. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, my grandmother took it upon herself, you know what I'm saying, to rear me, thinking that my mother didn't know what she was doing. She probably didn't. As a kid, you know what I'm saying, I got everything I wanted. I wasn't not privy to everything, you know what I'm saying, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the 4th of July, you know what I'm saying, every major holiday I got pretty much everything I wanted. So I was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like my grandma's favorite grandchild. She the one who taught me, you know what I'm saying, how to pay bills. She the one who taught me how to wash my clothes. She the one who taught me, you know what I'm saying, when she passed, that's when I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was 27 years old. She passed when I was 14, about 16. And when I woke up, I was 27 years old, looking at a life sentence in the federal government. For gang terrorism, ex-con with a gun, and a career criminal. And for some misgiving, my prosecutor got sick. She was having complications with her pregnancy. And they gave me another prosecutor, and I was able to take a deal for 44 years. And I can truly say this is by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? Out of 44 years, I did 3 years. And I beat my case in the 9th Circuit Court. They released me with $27.50. 30 days later, I was in a treatment program called Substance Abuse Foundation in Long Beach. Never heard about AA, never heard about NA, never heard about CA, never heard about none of that. And I met a young gentleman named Pete. And Pete had told me, you know, Freeman, you don't need a high school diploma to go to school, to go to Long Beach City College. I said, for real? He said, yeah, just go take the assessment test. So I went up there, took the assessment test. And I started studying social welfare. From the age of 27 to 29 in Long Beach City College, in the Alcoholic Anonymous meeting. And I lived on their cookies, their coffee, and any snacks they had. And I was staying with my mother, you know what I'm saying? She was moved in in Long Beach on Freeman Street. And from there, my life, you know what I'm saying, transformed. As one of my mentors, who rest in peace, Frank Honeycutt from Long Beach, the Marina Pacifica. He's always telling me, you know what I'm saying, I'm living on the sunny side of the streets. He used to call me Chicken. My first 5 years, he called me Chicken because I was so scared of everything. Even though I was a hardcore gang, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to everyday living, you know what I'm saying, I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about it, you know what I'm saying, just a simple emotion as guilt. You know, so I was trying to overanalyze guilt. He said, Chicken, if you're feeling guilty, you're guilty. What I love about that man, he treated me like my own, better than my father, as a man, you know, and when he passed, I did a lot of service work, I mean, from the group level, to the area level, the district level, world level. I traveled, you know what I'm saying, speaking, and I got away from the fellowship. I got away from what got me to having a comfortable life. And I drank after 25 years. There was nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a cloud on the horizon. And I drank for about 6 years before I got to the midnightmission. Marcus, security director, told me, if you get here, you know what I'm saying, I'll get you in. But he's telling me that I'm getting off the train on Pershing Square, coming there anyway. I came to the courtyard, I met Starks, and they brought me into the program, and from there, this new journey of mine, you know what I'm saying, continued. I know my first 2 weeks here, my first 4 months here was really rough. Especially the first 2 weeks was really, really rough. I seen the homeless population, you know what I'm saying, and encampments on TV a lot, you know what I'm saying, but you don't see it that readily in Long Beach. But when I got down here, and to see how it's buck wild. It took me at least 2 weeks just to go out there outside, just to get a simple TV read. And then I was talking to a participant, and he said, man, you know, it's a year program. I said, that's ain't no year program, it's a 90-day program. He said, no, it's a year program. So I went and asked Mark, I said, what kind of program is this? He said, it's a year program. I said, I didn't sign up for no year. He said, yes, you did, it's on the contract. I said, you didn't tell me that was a year. You'd have told me it was a year, I would have stayed here. I said, well, you're here now, what you gonna do? And about 3 months, I had my bags packed. I didn't even unpack my suitcases. And I don't think I talked to Marcy for about 2 weeks. And she was my advocate. And so I came here with a job also. And so she said, after 90 days, we'll see about you going back to work. And 90 days came, I said, I'm ready to go back to work. She said, you're not ready. And she asked me, How did that make you feel? I was irate. I was livid, you know what I mean? And I don't think I talked to Marcia again for about another 3 weeks. I didn't even go for my one-on-one. When I had went down to I think it was Matt's group. And Matt said, you know what I'm saying, if you're not here for yourself, if anything here, you know what I'm saying, other than you getting your life together, he said, you probably drink again. And I think that would woke me up. And I think that's when I went and unpacked all my, you know what I'm saying, my luggage, put everything up in my lockers, and I just bedded down. And I just went to work, you know what I mean? I didn't deviate, you know what I mean? When she asked me where you was going, I was telling her where I was going. I showed proof of where I was going. Never deviated, you know what I mean? I never missed my groups. That asked me to be the full-time laundry person since when I was here as an applicant, a client. And I did that for 10 months. I was in the laundry. And I just applied myself. Though I had the experience, you know what I'm saying, of a person who had 25 years, I didn't let that deter me from this term being here. Marsh would say, well, put all that out your mind, because that got you drunk. You know what I'm saying? And it finally dawned on me, all that I thought I knew, I drank. And that's when I started looking deep within myself that I have a problem with alcohol. Leave this place better than when you came in. And I think I did that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in the dorm, you know what I'm saying? I took the initiative to be like the senior of the dorm, help the new people learn to make their bed, or what's acceptable, what is not acceptable. They didn't ask me to, I just started doing it. You know? I was in Matt class again. A lot of y'all know Matt. You know, Matt, he have a particular way of saying things. You need to be helping people. I said, well, I'm doing that now. He said, I'm not talking about that. He said, you need to do it on a global scale. I said, whatever. He said, what do you think about going to school? I said, I told you that when I first got here. You told me get 6 months. He said, okay, we'll talk about that. The next week he brought books. And I just started reading the books. I would just read it, you know what I'm saying, on my spare time. Then he told me, said, what you gonna do? I told him, hey, whatever you need me to do to help make this place better. You know what I mean? The way I came in, if I can make it better upon my departure, however long I stay here, you know what I mean? However long I work here, you know what I'm saying? That'll be my just due, you know what I'm saying? That'll be my payment for the Midnight Mission, because I find out, though I was scared to go out there, it turned out to be one of my greatest access to my own self, you know what I'm saying? That I can do it, that I can walk through a difficult terrain, a difficult place, if I can do this, well, I can take that same attitude and navigate it through my life. And so that's what I try to do today, is try to, you know what I'm saying, just navigate this, even in my personal stuff. My goals today, you know what I'm saying, is try to be, you know what I'm saying, the best counselor I can be the best case manager I can be effective. You know what I'm saying, or as where I want to be, you know what I'm saying. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, retire at a good, nice age and enjoy the rest of my life, senior life, you know what I mean? I don't have no big fancy goals. I ain't trying to rule the world, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to have all the money in the world. That's just never been me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm, you know what I'm saying, if I'm financially stable, I'm cool. I'm all right with that. And I'm also learned how to live paycheck by paycheck. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, it wasn't like that. If I didn't have it, I couldn't make it happen. We get it by hook or crook. Now, you know what I'm saying, if I don't have it, I just don't need it. If I have it, you know what I'm saying, I go get it or save up for it. That's the things I learned here. You know what I'm saying? 25 years ago when I was in the treatment center, I didn't hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love about the Midnight Mission, because everybody's a melting pot. You got everything here, you know what I mean? You got everything that you can sample here. You got everything here at the Midnight Mission that when you get out in everyday society, that you're gonna be able to deal with successfully if you apply yourself. You ain't always right. You're not always right. And don't think that you're always right. When I took that stance where I'm not always right, I was able to hear, you know what I'm saying, the average what they was pushing into me. Because I came in with a lot of ideas. I came in with, you know what I'm saying, I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? I'm smarter than a fifth grader, you know, but what they was telling me was things I'd never heard. So it was new to me. If it's good and it helped me, I know it'll help somebody else. And teaching me, you know what I'm saying, so I can pass it on to somebody else. I really do feel that.